Hello, I'm Laura Copley-Smith, and we have a special guest. Mikhail Ickman is with us this evening, and this is a Thursday evening 6 o'clock call, and we are going to learn about Binance and Binance Earn. So I'm going to pass it to you, Mikhail. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the lovely introduction. I will start off right away with showing what I wanted to show. So, about Binance Earn in particular, you can access it after you have logged in to Binance, and you go to Finance, and then you can see the Binance Earn. It says one-stop investment solution. So you can just click on that, and then you will see this screen. Um, what's interesting about the Binance Earn in particular is that it will allow you to gain a compound interest on your crypto, basically with minimal risk. Of course, there's always a risk to it, but there is very, very little risk. And what is actually happening is that you will allow Binance to lend your crypto to their other traders. And those traders are paying an extra fee to be able to loan it to trade. And from that fee, you are being paid back from Binance. And that is how you're able to multiply your crypto. So it's very, very interesting. There are two different modes in particular that you are able to use. And those are flexible terms and flexible savings. And the other one is fixed terms and staking. Those are the two I will cover today. The reason I won't be covering fixed savings is that it's only three of them. So it's only USDT, BUSD, and one more. But I will be showing the staking option next. But I will start from the top with flexible terms, flexible savings. Flexible to transfer and safe to earn. So once we click on the view more button, we will be able to see all the different cryptos. There is only showing 4. And this is estimated APY, annual per year. So it would be 5.313% for the field coin per year in returned interest. It will be paid in once a day. So it will be split in 365. So 5.13% is estimated. It will be fluctuating depending on the market rate. So we will just click on the view more button, and then we will see all the cryptos. It might, yeah. So we'll just see that. So here are all the flexible savings, flexible to transfer and safe to earn. So what you're able to see here is that you see a preview of the first 5 coins. They have sorted with these first 4 as the most popular ones. And after that, it starts with from A to Z. So for the BTC, that's what we're most familiar with. There's a 1.20% 7-day APY. So it takes the last 7 days and makes an average calculation about how much percent you will be able to get throughout the year. It's even if it says 7 days API, it's only because it's 7 days since we started to see the returns, what will they believe for a full year. So, and Y stands for a year. So keep that in mind when you're, it's not over 1.2% over 7 days. That's incorrect. It's over a full year. So what you want to do if you want to have some Bitcoin returns, for example, then you want to scroll over to the right and see auto transfer. And every day at 0200 UTC plus 0, we will use the availables for all spot accounts to purchase flexible savings. You need to click on this one to make it automated. If you can also have it not automated and just drag it like that. And now it will stay in your spot wallet, so-called, without compounding further every day. So you will have to either do it manually, or you can just enable this by clicking on this one, and then it will say may bring up a menu, says auto transfer BTC. It will says the value date is today, tomorrow at 23rd of April at 0200. Flexible interest per 1,000. So if you have 1,000 BTC in this subscription, you will earn 0.03288 BTC for over a full year. The maximum subscription is 5,000, and 7-day APY is 1.2%. So when you want to you just click I have read and I agree to the Binance Savings Service Agreement. You click on this, and then you will be able to read Binance Savings Service Agreement. It's you can just read it on your own time. This is the legal terms, so you just read through it, and then if you accept the terms, then you go back. Just click I have read and I agree to Binance Service Saving Agreement and transfer confirmed. And then this will turn green. And that's how you are able to auto transfer any Bitcoin you have earned from each and every day on autopilot. You don't need to think about it anymore at that point. So that's how simple that is. When we are you can also click on the expand all 58 flexible savings products. So there are also 58 different coins that you can choose to have, and then get compound effect of those. So you just click on expand all 58, and you will see that they have very different interest rates in APY. So you can Bitcoin is the most common coin in there, and there are also a couple of different ones. You just can scroll down the list, and it will load a little bit and show a little bit more. You can see Bake is on 10% per year, for example, and yeah, so it's different depending on which coin it is, and there are listed from A to Z except for the first four. You see even GBP is listed here, so yeah, it's 5% per year. If you just the regular UK pound sterling, so you can get 5% from that as well. Yeah, so there are tons of coins that you can see here. So you just look through the list, and if you find one you fancy, then you can use the flexible savings like this. We will go over Bitcoin in this example. So when I hit the transfer button, when I do it for the first time, it will take all my Bitcoin from my wallets that I have, and it says that I have an available of this much at this point, because I'm using the flexible savings. So I have done interest from yesterday of 180 Satoshi, that is called, because it's a decimal of my earnings from yesterday, basically. So when you first start, you see that the quantity has to be higher than 0.001 now I don't have that in my balance, so even if I click on the max button, it will say still that the quantity has to be higher than the 0.001 when you start. When you do use the auto transfer, however, you are able to have any amount into your Binance Earn. So you can get around the minimum, if you'd like, by using this green auto transfer. if I would start, if I said I had this much, 0.001, then I would, if I had this, I need to have this in my available balance for this red text to disappear. If I do, and then it will look like this, and so the value date is for tomorrow, 23rd on 200 is the when to start the new day. So if I put it in today, it will start accruing interest from tomorrow. And the flexible interest per 1,000, it's this much. Maximum subscription is 5,000 BTC, so there is a lot of room that you're able to use for compounding effect and be able to lend out. And 7-day APY that we talked about in the past is 1.2%. And then you just click on I have read and I agree to the Binance Savings Service Agreement that I showed you before. So you just click on this one to see the service agreement, and if you accept it, then you just click transfer confirmed, like that. Now it won't work because I don't have the minimum requirements. If I feel that if I did have the minimum requirement, it would say deposit successful. And that's pretty much it for how to get started with Binance Earn on Flexible. With Flexible, you're able to withdraw it instantly, because it is flexible. So you can just, if you need to withdraw the Bitcoin and send it somewhere, you can just do that without any hassle or problems whatsoever. If you do have some Bitcoin and you want to have some passive interest in 1.2% extra per year without needing to trade it, and you're just holding it for, and it's doing nothing else, then you can definitely use this function to have some extra compounding effects. All right, so that's about the flexible side. There are a few risks, of course, because Binance is actually lending out your crypto. So there's a little bit of risk in that, but it's all in the service agreement. So do check it out for full disclaimer and so on. Going back, it's the same for each coin. So the same process for everyone. So when I showed one coin, it will be for all of the coins. Going back to the locked savings, so we'll click X on this button. So I was showing the flexible terms, flexible savings. Now I will go to fixed terms. Fixed savings only have 3 cryptos, and you need to select between a couple of lock-in period. So there's 7, 14, 30, and 90, and you can see the percent changes depending on how long you lock it up. So 7 days will have 6.31%, 14 days will have 6.48%, just a little bit more. 30 days will have 6.66%, so it's even more return per year. And 90 days have 7% for this particular coin. It's different depending on which crypto you're using. Since it's only 3 on fixed savings, easy to deposit, I will move on to staking to show that there are a lot of different coins. So click on staking. And I only see 2 coins, BNB and MIR on this screen, but there is a view more button. So I will click on this one, so we can see all the cryptos that is available for fixed terms staking. So I click on view more. And then I will see all the different, there's 55 locked staking products. So I will click on expand all 55. And then I will be able to see every single locked staking product. So it starts with the most common coins. There are different percentages depending on which coin. BNB is one of the top 3 cryptocurrencies by coin market cap. So I will show an example of this one. And BNB has an estimated APY of 14.79% on a 30 days locked period. And when you go up to 60 days, it was changed to 16.49%. 90 days has 19.79%. However, when we clicked on the 90 days, it's when you go over here, you can see it says sold out. So we cannot actually lock it in for 90 days. They have a finite amount that they are offering to their customers, and they don't offer the 90 days anymore. It can change every day, so you will have to look for that information when you do it yourself, if you wish to look it in for 9 days. If you go back to the 60 days, you can see that it's possible to stake now. So I will click on 30 days for this example, and just click minimum locked amount. So you need to have a minimum of 0.1 BNB to be able to start this lot staking. So I will just click on the stake now, and to bring up this screen, and you are able to select the days again over here, and duration, 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. And then when you click on 90 days, it says this product is sold out, so we can't use 90 days. Then we have 60 days, where you can see the estimated APY here on 16.49%. 30 days, it says 14.79%. So when you have at least 0.1 BNB, then you can start this locked staking. If you have less than 0.1 BNB, you cannot start the locked staking. It will go into just your spot wallet at that point. So until you have at least 0.1, then you cannot start this locked staking with this coin. And it says type locked. You cannot change it. It's because it's locked staking, so it will be locked for 30 days. And because it is locked, it gives you a higher interest rate because they have more control of that crypto for your 30 days period. It will be able to accrue more because of it's being locked into that account for 30 days. So over the summary, we see that the stake date is from today at 1921. It's at 1921 my local time when we are recording this video. The value date is starting from 00 tomorrow at midnight. So that's when the first interest starts to be generated. So even if I deposit today, right now, it will still take until midnight for my time, my local time, before it starts accruing interest. Interest period it starts in 1 day before it starts generating interest. And interest end date is on the 22nd of May, 23:59. Redemption period is 1 day, so it will take until the 23rd before the crypto is available. 24th. Redemption date is 24, so it will take 1 day, full day, to take your locked staking and transfer it back to your own spot wallet, and then you can use it again if you want to save it or send it to someone and pay with it, or whatever you want to do. So the estimated APY is 14.79%, and you can see the estimated interest in BNB for 0.1 BNB is this much. If I increase it to 0.2, you see it doubles. So the estimated interest is directly showing how much it will be. And it's also just an estimate, so it will be different depending on what the actual returns are. If you go up to 1 BNB, for example, you see it's 0.012, so it's directly proportional to 14.79%. For 60 days, just this quick switch, so you can see the difference between 0.01 to 15630. You see it's 0.0271060, so it's much higher than 0.012 and 0.027. So it's definitely having that 2% extra gives quite a significant return, but it's also doubling the days as well. So you need to take that into account when with your estimated interest. So this is the estimated interest for 60 days. This is for 30 days at this percent. And then you have the Binance staking service agreement. It's a different one than the other service agreement. They have a little bit more information there. So just click on that and read through the terms and conditions. If you do agree to it, then you just click I have read and I agree to the Binance staking service agreement and confirm purchase, depending on how much you want to set for BNB. And just press confirm purchase. If it would have one BNB, it would go through. But since I don't, I have 0, as you can see. I can't actually purchase and show how that screen looks like. And that's about it for lock staking and flexible. So over to you.
Thank you very much, Mikhail, for doing that.